Hey everyone, how's it going today? This is cryptoFOXXY, and thanks so much for stopping by the channel. We're going to take a look at the market today, see what's going on in the crypto market. Bitcoin is having a bit of a pullback, so we're going to take a look at what could be fueling that as well. So let's jump into it. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get into it here. So we can see here's what happened in crypto today. United States-based cryptocurrency investment products have recorded their biggest inflows since July. So why is the price going down? There's more to it. It hit the $2.2 billion mark in weekly inflows last week. Most countries have seen outflows, where the U.S. has been racking up the inflows, which is really nice to see. But we believe they say that we believe the renewed optimism stems from growing expectations of a Republican victory in the upcoming U.S. elections. I'm not here to tell you who should win the elections or who shouldn't. I'm Canadian. It's really none of my no. I mean, it is my business because I pay attention to it, and the U.S. economy affects the world, but I'm not here to, discuss politics per se, but they're saying that they're generally, Republicans are generally viewed as more supportive of digital assets, says CoinShares head of research, James Butterfield. So we can see here that this is the inflows and outflows of the investment funds here as well. So Canada actually has had a lot of outflows. The only other one that had inflows, I believe, was Australia, and it's very minimal. Um, Government must tax or ban Bitcoin to maintain deficits, says the U.S. Federal Reserve research paper. So this was a research paper by the Federal Reserve Bank of Minneapolis, suggested assets such as Bitcoin would need to be taxed or banned for governments to maintain deficits. Bitcoin introduces a balanced budget trap and an alternative state where government is forced to balance its budget, says the Fed. Researchers use Bitcoin as an example of a fixed supply private sector security without real resource claims, and they concluded it needed to be banned or taxed to solve the conundrum. I don't know how much merit this research paper has, but these statements have rattled the market a little bit here, and we're seeing a pullback. And you know what? I'm actually not too surprised to see the pullback. I kind of thought we were going to get another dip before we kind of rip, so to speak. I was actually kind of hoping we would because there's a couple of things I want to buy, but um, that out of the way, Bitcoin is down about 2% in the last 24 hours, sitting at 67,186. And let's jump over. I'm going to take a look at the 4-hour chart here as well. The RSI is sitting at 59. And as we can see, we have printed a momentum down candle on the Bitcoin 4-hour chart. We're going to take a look at the day just to see what's going on. We're still in a momentum uptrend, so it is going to take a little bit more for that candle to kind of basically print that momentum down for the day. But we could potentially see a little bit of downside before we see some more upside. That's kind of usually how crypto works. We see a run, we see a pullback, and then we see, it either kind of figure itself out, it either consolidates or, up or down. I mean, I know that that's not anything new. That's not new information for you guys, but that's just kind of how crypto works. It can't go up forever kind of thing. So that's pretty much what's going on today. So we could see, a little bit of sideways action here this week. We do have U.S. Initial jobless claims, I believe it is, coming up on the 24th. We also have some Fed speakers this week in various settings in different different conferences, so to speak. And we'll obviously have to wait and see what that brings. But we also have a ton of anticipation of we want to see it rip the last little bit of October. We've been up so far this month, and that it would be really nice to see that trend continue into November, where we have the U.S. presidential elections. So we could see some volatility in the next little while. I'm going to anticipate a lot of volatility in the next little while. Is all-time high coming soon? I can't really answer that. It really does depend on what happens in macroeconomic factors and stuff like that. But I think if everything goes pretty well, we could probably see all-time high. I was hoping we would see it before the end of October, to be honest with you. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. I'm keeping an eye on all of the analysts, the popular analysts, and their interpretations, and I'm just kind of trying to figure out my own from putting together a bunch of different analysis. So I'll obviously keep you guys updated. I usually do a Bitcoin video here on the channel every single day. So let me know what you guys think. Are we going to rip? Are we going to see a bit of a drawback and some consolidation first? That's not too bad of a thing. Consolidation is usually a pretty good thing, in my opinion. It kind of gives us a baseline and gives us a little bit of a foundation before we move to the next level. So that's what I'd like to see. a little bit of consolidation maybe for the rest of the week or so, and then hopefully we can retest that 70K mark, because that's a very pivotal point in reaching all-time high again. That's what I got for you guys in this video. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.